What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Matt, and we're back with some more Gran Turismo Sport daily races. This is Daily Race B. It's a Group 4 race on the Nurburgring Grand Circuit. Should be a great one. This is one of my favorite tracks to drive. It's one of my smoothest. We're going to be starting on second, as you can see on the screen, with a 2:05.1 qualifying time. The guy in first has a 2:04.3, so he looks like he's pretty much a lot faster than we are. But we're still starting in second. I've done a good amount of practice on this track with a whole bunch of different cars. This is Group 4 one. We're going to be using the Lancer Evo final Group 4 car. The consensus favorite is that one or the Peugeot RCZ Group 4 car. So we're in one of the best cars to use for this race, and should be an absolute banger. Starting from on the podium already. Hopefully we can fend off any lunges into turn one or lunge ourselves into first place into turn one. We shall see as we wait for players to finish getting ready. You can hear the sounds of a race about to start. Gonna jump into the warm-up, and it looks like the guy in first has a pretty bad internet connection, so might get some lag, but we will see how it goes. I'm looking forward to this one. This is one of my, like I said, one of my favorite tracks, one of the tracks that I'm best on. I've done a lot of time trials, and it's kind of the flagship track for the Gran Turismo Sport game itself. It's the last, well, I guess not the Grand Prix circuit, but the Nordschleife is the last track you unlock in like the campaign and leveling up process. So this is really the track that a lot of things are based on for this game, and you do see it crop up occasionally, but it's also a Formula One track, so well revered by lots of people around the world, including this game and motorsports fans everywhere. Got our traction control off. It's just a really fun, smooth track to drive. That is the warm-up complete. Gonna jump right into it. And like I said, the guy in first doesn't have a great internet connection, so we might get some lag from him, and I might not be able to see where the guy is on the track. We'll see how that goes. But Daily Race B coming up, Group 4. Of course, like, share, and subscribe if you do enjoy the content that we make here on the channel. There's me in the Lancer Evo. Flashlights there for you. We've got an Audi TT Cup in front of us, which is not really one of the consensus cars, but since it is a Group 4 race, that's probably one of the better cars to be using since they do dominate with their front-wheel drive and everything. We'll switch over to the radar view for you, the radar setting for you. Going to be starting on the front straight. Don't have to worry about any corners because we're starting in second. Going to jump right into the draft, see if we can't get this guy. But here we go. 4 laps the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. Rolling now. Starting lap 1, we're going to have a little bit of cold tires, so I might brake a little bit earlier than we normally would for this one. Still go wide. This guy in front of us is doing well. Very smooth. Do want to brake early for this corner. Might get a penalty for going off there. Hopefully not. They do have curbing on the inside. There it is. Sportsmanship rating goes up. Downshift 1 into the left hand. And another time into the right-hander. You're going to have to chase this guy down. There are a good amount of overtaking opportunities on this track, so just want to keep him in the draft. Really smooth out of the hairpin. Get on the power early as you can. Drive up on the curb just to get a better angle into the Schumacher S's here. The guy's really fast. He's definitely got the drive out with his front wheel drive in the Audi. Might have to be something that we'll try later. He does really get better drive out of corners. We're only 0.8 seconds behind him though. Still well within range of not losing him by the end of the race. He is pulling out a little bit of time. Now you do want to eat those curbs as much as possible without getting a penalty. He is going to get a better drive down that corner. Shoot, he is pulling out a 0.8 second gap. Did the fastest lap of the race, of course. We are absolutely leaving the guys behind in the dust, though. Don't know if I'm going to be able to catch this guy. Just going to have to be smooth and make no mistakes. Did lose a little bit of time through there. Gap is still about 0.9 seconds. This is one of my better sections of the track right here. Get on the power as early as possible. Use up as much curbing as you can. We're bringing the gap down a little bit. Brake really late going into the hairpin. He overshoots a little bit. Try to cut back as much as possible. Get on the power. Use curb on the way out. We might get the fastest lap on this lap here. Using as much curbing as I possibly can. He does get the drive out going through the Schumacher S's, of course, because he has a front wheel drive car. Just gonna follow him as closely as possible. It's back up to around 0.9 second gap to the front. We're already 5 seconds ahead of the guys behind us. Gonna try braking even later for these set of corners right here. He does not take as much curb as I do there, so that's an opportunity for us to catch up. Now I do believe he got a better drive coming out of that corner. He waited and cut back a little bit, but the gap is down 0.7 seconds, so we are catching him a little bit. We do take the fastest lap on that one. Try not to overshoot. He is making a few mistakes. He gets a better drive out of that set of corners for sure, but we are closing the gap down. We might be in draft range this time. We shall see. Gap is back up to 0.8, unfortunately. He did get a better section there. Do not overshoot the hairpin at all. Getting on the power really as early as possible, just so we don't completely spin out. It is hard to spin out this Gr4 car, to be honest, but you always want to be careful. He misses that chicane completely. Completely bottles the Schumacher S's, runs over a curb. We'll see if that gives us an advantage. Running a little bit wide. We're definitely pushing him into mistakes at this point. Gonna catch him now. Might have to go for a lunge into this chicane up here. He goes defensive. I'll take him out wide for sure. He overshoots. We'll get past him there. He hits us. Now all I gotta do is just set a blisteringly fast lap and see if I can get away from this guy. We pushed him into a mistake. That's all we needed to do. Now we just need to try to leave as quickly as possible. Cannot be making any mistakes on this one. He is in the draft. Go up into second gear to get a better drive out. Did run a little bit wide in that corner, but not too much. Really driving over the curbs on the exit there. Hopefully do not get a penalty. We have pulled out about 0.7 seconds to him behind us. Way overshoot that corner. That's unfortunate. He's going to get a way better drive into the hairpin down here. Going to go defensive. Now we're going to get a better drive out this time because I went defensive and he just decided to post up behind me. This is a close one through the Schumacher S's. He's going to have the... Going to see if we can get away from him through this series of corners. Going to keep it in third that time. See if we can get a good drive out. Going to have to go defensive. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, he definitely does have us in the draft. I'm just going to show him to the outside. Really tough to pull off a move there. I'm going to show him to the outside again. And it's just going to end up being a drag race to the line. We'll see who gets it. We're in a better position here, and it looks like we are going to take it on the final lap. What a race. 0.1 seconds between us and the second place Audi. That was a great race. Very clean as well. Neither of us got penalties. Makes sense because he's a Canadian driver. He's very friendly, I guess. But that was an absolute banger. I love this track. But that is Daily Race B for you, ladies and gentlemen. Might have to do another one of those just because it's so fun, but ended up being able to force him into a mistake, took it, and completely just ran with it. So that is absolutely the result you want to see. Able to sneak past him. Waited for our opportunity, took full advantage of it. And then did actually make a few mistakes while he was behind us, but tried to stay defensive as much as possible. I do think he messed it up going into the hairpin because he stayed behind me, and I think he just pushed us. But that is the 10th win on this account. From second to first, got a clean race. You'll love to see it. We're going to get the clean race bonus as well, 71,000 credits. Should get a sportsmanship rating up. We absolutely do. What a race that was. I'm going to see if I can chat to my boy here. I guess I can't. I'm not well versed in the ways of chatting to people after the race. Well, we'll have to figure that another time. But that is Daily Race B for you, ladies and gentlemen. Group 4 on the Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit. It's funny, we actually didn't get the fastest lap of the race. The guy in fourth took it with a 2:05.1, so that's very interesting. But absolute great race at the front, and you'll love to see it. So this is Matt signing off. Of course, like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy the content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.